Hey everybody, welcome to Cutting the Mustard,
Oh,
episode 6?
no.
5?
5? We
Pretty
did
sure
this
it's
last
5.
time. We're like one behind. I think it's 5 or 6.
Pretty sure it's 5. Like,
Anyway, I'm Joey. With me, as always, are my co-hosts.
and
Hi, I'm C. I'm looking up how many episodes we did.
why? It doesn't matter. They don't care.
And
They have beef.
welcome to Cutting the Mustard. This might be our Halloween episode, so,
So if you
Okay.
get scared, sorry.
the Halloween episode of Cutting the Mustard, featuring Joey, Carlos, and Anthony as Cutting the Mustard. In this episode, we're going to be discussing some spooky stories from around the web. Don't get caught in it. This is Cutting the Mustard.
Who was that?
Episode 6, by the way.
How much did we
That
pay?
was
Is that real?
that was our spooky time narrator
We
or
got
our
Don
intro
Toro back?
guy.
That's cool. I thought he died.
No, he's still here,
That's great.
but he's a ghost.
It really is 6? That's wild.
All right, so I thought so. Yeah, because last time we said it was 4 and it was actually 5.
Oh, did we do 2? I guess I went
So that's
backwards.
what I was like. Yeah, I think we forget the first one. It was barely an episode. All right, so we have a bunch of stories to get into, so we could jump in, and then at the end, we're going to do some fun little rankings of some of our, or the favorite Halloween candies, and we're going to put them on a chart and see what the official Cutting the Mustard ranking is. And that's the definitive ranking that you should go by this Halloween. Anything that is not S, A, B, or C tier, you should not eat by Cutting the Mustard standards. We're the new Zagat, if you will.
Right.
CTM.
Zagat. We're Zagat for Zagnuts.
Yeah. Our little Zagnuts. All right. First story is we're going to start slow and we're going to ramp up story-wise. So this one might be interesting to a lot of people. California just became the first state to ban sell-by dates. Don't worry, it's not what you think. They're basically changing the verbiage from sell-by to best if used by, or something like that, or used by this date, so that people don't just throw out their food when it hits that sell-by date, because usually it's good for a couple days after that, but people preemptively throw stuff out, and this is being put in place to combat food waste, which is a huge problem in the U.S. So a little bit of help there to combat food waste. What do you guys think about this?
Honestly,
but does that
it's
really
better.
help anything?
I think the verbiage can help. I think just like those numbers on the
feel
package have had a lot of confusion over the years.
Well, yeah, no, it's got to be legible, but I feel like saying used by and saying best if used by almost implies the same thing.
I don't know if
Because, like, if you're telling me
before or I think the sell-by dates is what's confusing for people.
well, yeah, they figure they're buying it at a lower quality, but I feel like best before would make you rush to... I guess making people rush to use things is good, but then you're kind of forcing the issue.
I just think that it's mostly an information thing, because a lot of people will look at this and be like, oh, this ain't going to be good, but in reality, like Joey said, there's a lot of things that last a lot longer. I think that
but if
the thing closest to the sell-by date would probably be something like milk or dairy products, because those tend to spoil more.
Yeah, for sure.
But like I remember, like chocolate bars, even if they have a quote-unquote expiration date, those things can last up to 2, if not even longer years. Powdered stuff can last a couple more years than that. And canned foods,
Well, yeah, I
I
mean,
wouldn't say they're like almost indefinite, but they have a much longer shelf life because of how they are preserved.
Yeah, it's not. None of this is a perfect science. It's just like a
no.
recommendation, basically. So, I mean, I usually don't
Trying.
throw something away right when it's like, you know, sell by this date. I usually
No,
give
that's
it
cool.
another couple days. But also use your best judgment. Look at it, smell it. If it looks okay and it smells okay, taste it. If it tastes okay, then you're probably fine.
Yeah, for sure.
Your body has a lot of acids in it. Not going a day or two over, you're gonna be fine in most cases,
Yeah.
unless it's chicken
It
that's been
really
sitting out.
depends on what it is, yeah.
All right.
And if,
So just wanted to do a little, huh? Oh,
oh no, I was just going to talk about how you could make your own yogurt by using the end of your own yogurt, as opposed to.
I
Never
mean,
mind.
For those that don't know, because we pretty much say it almost in every episode, Joey and I are of Portuguese origin, and there's actually a thing that we do with milk when it gets close to expiring is that we convert it to our version of creme brulee. So,
it's good.
I mean, it's delicious, and it actually prolongs its shelf life after cooking it and all that stuff. So there are ways to extend it, but once again, like Joey said, use your best judgment, smell test, look test, maybe taste test, but be very careful.
That might be your last stand. But if the first two are usually fine, the third one you're probably fine.
Yes.
Obviously, if something is usually brown and it looks black, don't eat it. Just a little PSI.
That's usually a good indicator of problems.
On to our next story. We've covered this, I think, a little bit before, but as a snack-focused channel and show, I think it's interesting to cover the kind of snack slump that we're in. And I thought this article was funny because with the rise of Ozempic and stuff like that, the title just tickled me. Snack slumps hits big food, blame prices, not obesity meds. I mean, yeah, there is a lot of obesity meds on the market.
That's so infuriating on so many levels. Holy please. People want to be healthy.
I have my own.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I have my own personal beef against Ozempic because it's not supposed to be an obesity med, but I digress.
It's effective for combating that food, whatever, like that, those cravings that like food need.
Yeah, but it's also
because it's meant for diabetics, not for. Well, yeah. Granted, if you're obese, there is a high probable chance that you're also diabetic. Not saying that all obese people are, but it's a higher probable.
This article claims that it's not even because of that, which, you know, I don't think everybody en masse is taking those drugs, but a bag of chips is like $5-6 now.
Yeah, we can barely afford to be alive.
I tend to agree, it is the price.
Why would it ever be medication? I mean, that's crazy.
Because they want to blame something else. It's never their own fault.
It doesn't make sense.
Once again, this was a conversation we had. It was about when Lay's had like a drop in price in profits. I don't know. Make things cheaper. Stop with the. Actually, hold on. Side note. I went to a party last night and we had the little like fun size candies. You know, like Snickers, Three Musketeers, and Milky Way. I kid you not, I haven't had one of those in a while, but they looked so much smaller than before.
Oh, for sure.
They are.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
what is it called? They call it curbflation or something?
Shrinkflation.
Yeah.
Where everything's getting smaller, but everything's getting more expensive. It's ridiculous.
But you know what happens when you do that? People notice, and then they stop buying it, and then you have people like the people at these companies crying about it when they definitely could afford to keep the prices lower.
Well, these companies that have record-breaking profits and yet still shortchange not only their employees but literally the consumers. Yeah, no, they can eat a big fat one.
Well, this is what the article's saying. PepsiCo is reporting weakest sales in 4 years. So either that, people don't want to deal with the price. People are a lot more health conscious, and the price isn't making the snacks more accessible, so people are less inclined to snack, which is also equaling a decline in diabetes for the first time since 2011, which is great. And I don't think it's just medication doing that. I think it's that garbage foods are becoming pretty expensive, so people aren't eating as much garbage, which I guess is a net positive for humanity. But
well, it's also the same thing we mentioned in another episode. Like, why go to a fast food chain when it's becoming just as expensive as like a regular franchise chain? So, like, I like Wendy's, but like, why would I go to Wendy's when Applebee's, which provides a significant more portion of food for the same price? Like, I can get a meal from Applebee's that should actually, be good for like 2 meals. And, why am I paying it for Wendy's that's getting up there in price?
Actually, there's a cool video that is out. Huh?
No, I was just agreeing. Or you could spend that money and cook maybe 3 or 4 times as opposed to like going out once. Like people have options.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, people are more probably open to cooking at home because everything is more expensive. Groceries are more expensive, so if you're gonna pay for groceries, might as well use them and not blow them. Also, Carlos is right, because the kind of fast casual kind of thing is also kind of coming back. I think MSNBC did a whole thing on Chili's, like having some of the best profits it's seen in like years, like pre-pandemic, better than pre-pandemic levels. So I think it goes back to that pricing. Like, people are not going to go to McDonald's if it costs as much as going to Chili's, and you sit down, you get the service, you have maybe some more options, slightly better quality food, probably.
Right. And people like to drink. Not that that's always the point, but there are like more options that way too for a fuller experience. I mean,
also
like
that
alcohol and such. Yeah, it's just a better overall quality.
Also,
restaurant.
Earlier this week I went to Jose Tejas. So for those that aren't familiar, it's a Mexican chain restaurant, Tex-Mex. Sorry. I got a whole like enchilada meal for under $10, and that was now granted. Pre-pandemic, I used to get it used to be, I think, like 2 enchiladas and a taco plus a heaping portion of like either rice and beans, jambalaya, or now they added fries. I love their jambalaya, so I always go for that. And that used to be like $7. So still paying a little bit more for slightly less food, but still enough to fill your belly. I'd rather just do that because I don't feel as gross. I don't know. Maybe it's like less greasy.
That's another thing. I mean, you're selling the snacks. I mean, we review a lot of snacks and we review a lot of fast food, but it's not good for you. Like,
no,
it's supposed to be fun, and occasionally
not like
that's why we focus on when they do these like promotional things,
right?
Yeah, because it's fun. Maybe they're doing something different, but I mean, I think this ultimately, this is ultimately a net positive for people. That people are not being as diabetic. The diabetes is down like in a large amount since for the first time in a decade, just because people that would buy this stuff is being priced out of this stuff, which is hilarious. So I mean, it's like too bad, so sad. I don't know what to say. Good for people, I guess.
How they're gonna like fix it? Because they're going to try to fix it in a way that they're going to get people back in there. So do you, like, just
those
offer
prices.
more?
That's all.
They got to go
Yeah, but we
cheaper,
can't do
and you
that.
can't go cheaper and also shrink the bag
That's
because people know
exactly. It's going to be interesting times for sure.
People are aware. You can't. It's over. Like social media, people like
is it
compare easily.
Was it Domino's that's trying to actively combat shrinkflation in some way? Didn't they have like an ad campaign where they were like going the opposite? I think it was
remember
Domino's.
Domino's said that you can quote unquote become your own delivery boy.
Well, there's that too, but I think
they just go pick it up.
Yeah, go pick it up for slightly cheaper. Which honestly, yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this. But during the pandemic, friggin' DoorDash and Grubhub, Uber Eats, they were making money. But I realize that, you know, when you're ordering through all these apps, you're paying so much extra that what could have been an easy like $15 meal jumps up to close to $30 because you're paying for one. They cover a little bit more compared to like if you ordered from them directly. You got service fees, delivery fees, and then tip, like which, you know, obviously tip your drivers, but it's just way cheaper to just either order directly from the thing so you get their actual prices and then picking it up. Yeah, you save a lot more.
Yeah, I ordered the Wednesday Adams burger yesterday, and it was like with everything, it ended up being like $30.
And you just had the burger.
I had the burger and I got some nuggets, but like Burger King was $30.
Exactly. That's the problem.
I don't
we
know.
Can't be doing things like that.
That's what they do. And then Domino's is doing a deal now with a moreflation. So if you get 2 medium pizzas, they'll upgrade one to large for free. So they're trying to do stuff to get it in the consciousness. That's what I was talking about.
It's just inventory reduction. That's all it is.
Well, yeah. There are other pizzas are frozen, so it's like...
Well, yeah.
Gotta get rid of that summer stock. I don't know. I think all this stuff, all these like junk food kind of places are scrambling because people are just not buying it.
Yeah.
They're not buying the bullshit.
Can we talk about how it works, though? Because look at what Wendy's just did. They did the bare minimum, and that's all I've been seeing for the last week and a half. Maybe longer.
With the SpongeBob collab?
Yeah, that was barely an effort.
Social media has a way to...
on anyone's part.
Well,
social media has a way to pervade whatever the public consciousness is for fun.
It's crazy
I guess.
how, like, I mean, not that everybody should be upset. It's nice people are having fun with, almost nothing. But, like, to take that and run with it and to get so much free, like, press is crazy on, like, maybe a sauce? It's wild.
But you also got to look at who they're collabing with. SpongeBob is one of, like, the biggest TV shows in all of U.S. history.
Still.
Like, you got almost all age groups talking about it.
Yeah.
That's 3 generations of people.
I mean, it started back in 1999. It's 25 years old.
Which is why you should have a better effort or a better, like, communication.
I know, you would think.
Here's the thing.
Regardless,
by the way, go to our social media, Instagram, TikTok, and check out Carlos's review of the...
Oh, yeah, no. I had it. The food is pretty good. Like,
it's a burger.
Could they have done more? Of course. Like, obviously, they could have done something with, like, a drink called, like, the Dr. Kelp or whatever. They could have done... Someone said they could have used their chili and make it the chum bucket.
You could have had a whole new product. You could have had a whole, like, innovation for, like, a minute just to give people, like, a little bit of a... something. I don't know. Even the packaging was upsetting across the board.
I'm telling you this much. I'm sure after this week, Wendy's soared in profits because of just that collab. And I'm sure Burger King also soared in profits. Probably not as much as Wendy's because I don't think the Addams Family is as popular as SpongeBob, but I'm sure they got a good amount.
They were the Burger King thing is interesting because I couldn't tell what the association was. I didn't know if it was like a cross collab with like Wednesday.
I think
Addams
it's a
Family,
movie
that animated movie.
It's the animated
or is there a new
movies.
movie?
I think that
There's
it's a new animated
new
thing.
animated I like the last animated one that came out.
Oh, it was cute.
Because they're using those
That was
characters in the
good.
promotions. They're using those like models from the last
Okay,
movie.
I get because I don't know. It just seemed like maybe it was like I don't know. I guess it is. The animated thing makes more sense.
But also, I saw in one of the comments the reason why they
it's definitely not as big as
the purple was that you're supposed to really review it in black and white, because for those that don't know, the Addams Family house in the original was actually painted pinks and purples because it popped up a lot nicer when it came to black and white.
What a fucking esoteric effort! Oh my god!
That's
but they should have said that.
Cool. I didn't hear that, but like, I would have done the review in black and white.
That would have made so much more sense.
How are we supposed to know unless you took a deep dive into it? Like, I'm not big into the Addams Family. It's a good show, good movie, and all that stuff. But I would have never known that. I just thought purple was because, spooky, I guess, because it's a Halloween color.
I thought so. Halloween is like orange, purple, black,
and green.
Those are Halloween colors.
But like, I don't know. Yeah, if I didn't see that comment, I would have never known.
Yeah,
Wednesdays.
Now I kind of want to go redo my review.
No, just redo your review in black. Just put a black and white filter and see how it is.
I'll just re-upload it. I won't change anything. I'll just do black and white edition and see how that one does. I'll upload the same exact one.
Yeah, put like a slight film grain over it.
Yeah, I'll do just black and white edition.
Get yourself a little dicky.
All right, moving on to our next story. How Chomps, which I haven't had and I hadn't heard of before this story, but I think you guys have, went from a side hustle to the fastest growing snack in the U.S. I'm going to quickly go through this story. Co-founder Pete Maldonado started the company in 2012 as a side hustle when he was working as a personal trainer. Maldonado and co-founder Rashid Ali were seeking an on-the-go protein option that was free of sugar and preservatives. Thank God, because I was looking at some of these jerky products out there, and they're like full of garbage.
And they're also expensive.
Growing up on Long Island, Maldonado thought of the popular jerky sticks used to get as a snack at gas stations and 7-Eleven. I wonder what that is. But the version that was chock full of added sugar and high levels of saturated fat. Chomp has shifted the narrative. The company's main ingredients include glass-fed and finished beef and spices, which is how jerky should be. I mean, when people make jerky on their own, that's basically what it is. And they're doing... Oh, speaking of PepsiCo, they're back in this. PepsiCo, for example, recently agreed to acquire better-for-you tortilla chip maker Sete Foods for $1.2 billion. Didn't hear about this. This purchase will allow PepsiCo to offer consumers healthier chips, dips, and sauces with cleaner ingredients. See, that it's like you were saying, they're going to try to do something. They don't want to eat the garbage anymore.
Wow.
Some fans of Sete are worried that the brand will lose its integrity. It might if it's being swallowed by PepsiCo, but I mean, I think they need the healthier stuff. They need the healthier options.
If they keep like same name or a similar name and don't just slap Pepsi on it, they might have a chance at keeping it. Like
what they'll do is they'll have the healthier option. They'll make you pay like $7 for a bag, if not more, because it's healthier. That's a problem
too. You can't like.
And that'll be their new solution.
Health, even though everybody does push into like, it's better for you. Give me more money. Like, why?
Yeah.
You can't.
Also, I just looked up what Chomps looks like. I've actually had them a couple times, and they're pretty good.
What do you think? I have to try out Chomps.
I go for the turkey or chicken jerky because lower fat content, but no, they taste pretty good.
And they're keto friendly for people on the keto diet. If you're doing the diet properly, do not just eat tons of fat and grease. That will not serve you.
Well,
little PSA.
If we're gonna do a side note on keto, the only reason why keto is so good is yes, you're eating lack of carbs, which retains a lot of
processed foods. Also, it cuts down on your processed foods a lot. I think people leave that part out.
Yeah, but no, careful with keto. Keto is not really good for a long-term thing because you do need carbs. carbs are an essential source of, energy. Just try to get a better source of it. Because for the most
Get
part,
it from
people
your
don't
beans or
realize
your whole wheat rice, whole grain.
No, honestly, like potatoes are your best source because
Potatoes.
they keep you
Potatoes.
fuller longer. But yeah, beans is a good source. Rice is okay. It's not necessarily the greatest, but you could try it. You can have rice if you like rice. But no, keto
Whole
only
grain.
works in reducing water weight. That's why a lot of people yo-yo in terms of their weight, because of the fact that you're not because with lack of carbs, you're not retaining water as much.
Yeah, see what I'm doing right now outside of having that Whopper yesterday to try the Wendy's thing is I'm just cutting out as much processed stuff as possible, and it's making a difference. If I'm having carbs, they're natural in some way. Nothing
There's
processed.
so many ways to go about it. So, granted, are you going to lose a lot of the taste? Yes, but let's go with French fries. If you, oven roast them, bake them, air fry them, as opposed to deep frying them, you're going to cut out a lot of the unnecessary fat and calories. Still a good French fry. Just, all that stuff. I've literally seen and have done lower calorie, higher protein options, which once again, they taste good, just don't expect it to taste as good as the original thing. I make a higher protein cheesecake, which uses a lot of Greek yogurt. So it does have that Greek yogurty taste. So you may or may not like it. Sure. Is it going to taste as good as like a Cheesecake Factory cake? No. But a slice of the Greek yogurt cheesecake is going to be like maybe 200 calories or so, as opposed to a cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory being over 1,000 calories.
I might be insane now, but I kind of want a tzatziki cheesecake. Like
we could do that with
a little bit of dill in there,
with like a
lemon.
Not a pita crust, but something like savory crack. I could see that working actually, even if it is like a little sweet. That would be really good. The cucumber and dill.
Let's try doing that when my kitchen opens up.
C's Kitchen?
Yeah. Still working on my condo though, so hopefully we'll start that segment either by the end of the year or the start of 2025.
All right.
I could do some experiments if we need.
Yeah, we'll do our test kitchen, our test lab. All right, we have a few more stories before we get into our Halloween segment.
Everyone's so excited.
This one is pretty cool. Doritos is bringing the first ever restaurant to Los Angeles. So Doritos seems to be doing okay. I think Doritos is also
anywhere. Doritos is fine.
But Doritos is also a Pepsi company, right?
I think so.
I think so.
Actually, yes,
it's part of Frito-Lay.
They're part of Taco Bell, and Taco Bell is a Pepsi-owned company.
Right. I wonder. That's really weird because Taco Bell's pretty strong up in California. I wonder why they're giving themselves the competition. I guess because it's not like Mexican focused technically, but that's interesting that they're kind of like dominating.
Yeah, it's just Dorito focused.
It's probably a spin of certain foods with just added Doritos. Like you can make a Doritos casserole, or I don't know, like use the
that's what they have here. They have a bunch of veggie dumplings.
Yeah, let's go through this. The first ever Doritos After Dark restaurant was introduced on Friday at Crypto.com Arena, according to press release issued Friday by Doritos parent company Frito-Lay. It's not just chips that will be available. The location will serve everything from margaritas and veggie dumplings to ice cream and California rolls, all with a Dorito twist. When we take Dorito chips out of the bag and put the distinctive chip into recipes, the culinary possibilities are endless, says senior principal scientist chef Wiley Bates. The Doritos brand is known for pushing boundaries and paving new paths. The food and alcoholic beverages offered at the new Doritos After Dark restaurant were created with the consumer in mind and take delicious fan favorites up a notch with the boldness and flair only Doritos flavors can deliver. And here's some of those Doritos menu items: Doritos Flamin' Hot Limon, Late Night Rita, which actually sounds pretty good.
That does sound pretty good.
Doritos spicy sweet chili. I love the sweet chili, the spicy sweet chili Doritos. A burrito consisting of grilled chicken, oodles of ramen noodles,
See, that's
crushed sweet spicy chili Doritos,
where
charred corn, scallions, and cilantro, and flour tortilla.
that gives
sounds
me
like
pause. That might be good. I feel like the noodles kind of overwhelms the whole thing, but I guess you'd have to see the quality
Yeah,
of the
that's
noodle.
crazy. Do they have the?
Is there any protein?
Oh, there it is.
There?
Look at
Wow.
that. I think
guess
that's it.
like replaces rice. I could see what they're going for with that. I would try it. Curious.
Doritos Flamin' Hot Nacho Veggie Dumplings, pan-fried dumplings filled with vegetables, and Flamin' Hot Nacho Chili Crisp.
Sure.
Doritos Nacho Cheese Texas-style loaded nachos.
Okay, I've done that one already.
Nachos with brisket, barbecue sauce, nacho cheese, sliced pickles, and sweet onions on top of nacho cheese Doritos. Doritos Nacho Cheese Crunchtastic Vanilla Cone.
Yeah, see, that's where you get
Vanilla ice cream on a waffle.
Hell yeah.
Cone dipped in milk chocolate and rolled in nacho cheese Dorito chip crunchers.
That's the most
Anthony
application, I think, of the list.
Yeah, that's definitely an Anthony food.
Absolutely. Get it going. Savory, sweet, obnoxious. Let's do it.
For one night only, ahead of the biggest concert of the year, the Doritos Night Market will serve up delectable Doritos After Dark bites in free, immersive neon film atmosphere open to all. The concert that the snack giant is alluding to is Sabrina Carpenter's November 15th show at crypto.com arena. Let us know if you're going.
Immersive in what way? Like, you'll just be like inside of a shiny purple and red Doritos bag? Like, I wonder
guess.
That's interesting. I wonder how they'll
like it's just this.
Oh, yeah. Kind of like
it looks like a lot of places in
So it's only gonna be a one night only thing. Oh, I mean, I guess they're
free.
It'll be like a test,
promoting the idea, and then they'll probably
I think it is a test After Dark restaurant. I'm surprised they don't have like a Doritos espresso. If it's connecting this to Sabrina Carpenter.
Slow it up.
Huh?
I don't think you could do a cheese and coffee in an effective way. Doritos is too powerful of a flavor to like. I don't think you can overrun.
What about the cheese foam stuff? Like, I feel like you could try doing something with that.
Maybe that way. Yeah, that might be an interesting combination.
So
a Doritos cheese foam espresso latte. We should work on this too. Write that down. We have some letters to write.
Cheese foam, yeah, that'd be. Hold on, let's look at the full menu real quick because I'm kind of curious.
So am I, actually.
All right, there's those chicken bites in the top left. Oh, here we go. All right, we have some regular ones, or something that looks more typical.
Yeah.
Spicy sweet chili chicken bites. I'm not gonna go through all these, but some of these don't look half bad.
No, it looks pretty on par.
I've done
they usually do.
A loaded nacho.
I don't know about
with Doritos. It actually does make a really good spin on the whole nacho thing.
I don't know about the Cali roll or the veggie. The veggie roll.
That's
okay.
a little
I don't
scary.
know about the Cali roll, but
again, very intense.
I would definitely try the drinks, like for sure.
Absolutely.
Of course, there's always churros. Everyone loves their churros.
Yeah, I didn't try the Gomez churros.
I heard they were pretty good.
Regular churros, that's all it is.
I would love to try any of these margaritas. Limon mango.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, if anybody listening to this has gone to this or is going to this, let us know. Definitely curious. All right. We have a couple more to go.
Can we make it?
This one, I think we brought this one up earlier in an earlier episode, but it's the Heinz away from home business. They're basically their version of the soda freestyle machine.
Yeah, they're trying to like branch out and put sauces in places where people need sauces, which is interesting. I mean, they say that like it's in a lot of like convenience stores and things like that to give a better sauce experience. And I'm like all for it. Like, we should be getting weird with the sauces if we can. It's just I don't see beyond like restaurants and like what's the application of like a public sauce machine. That's the only thing that I find interesting, because like there's only so many places you could put that's going to be effective.
It's probably going to be in any fast food chain that uses Heinz. So I
Well, yeah,
believe like
that for sure. But they're
so like
saying like they
Wendy's,
want like
McDonald's, Burger King,
a more
Five
social
Guys.
experience.
It seems like it's doing pretty well. Sausage
Yeah.
drops have been performing brilliantly. We have partnerships with restaurants all over the country. Performed amazingly well and sold faster than we thought it would sell. Consumers are buying it and liking it. The feedback on something like Remix has been unbelievable. We've already taken pre-orders for the rollout of the machine.
Mm-hmm.
We're delighted with the consumer feedback. Up to 60% of people are making their own bespoke sauces.
Hell,
So it's
people love to
resonating
be
with
involved.
customers.
People just love to have involvement and mix things together, and it's a wonderful idea.
This part
I
is
hope it takes
interesting.
off.
We know 2/3 more consumers are willing to try things away from the home than they are at home. So that means we have a responsibility in the away from home to work in the life cycle to get products tested in food service, restaurants, cafeterias, wherever it is. I think we are constantly looking at how we can bring flavors into the market, not only the Kraft Heinz company, but supporting the focus that we have on really being agile and moving much faster. We have a much broader overall responsibility to deliver for the organization more than we ever had. They're like very serious about this sauce machine. They're very serious about it.
I think they're going to do pretty well.
I wonder what was the impetus for this kind of thing. Is it?
It seems
is it
like
just
it's
that
taking a page
sauces
from
by
the
themselves?
soda, like soft drink machines, probably, and people like getting engaged with the freestyle. Like people like to.
Is it? Yeah, I just want to know if it was like a sales slump or something that they feel like they have to do something. Is this easier to do than just like
implementing new
bottling things?
Probably.
Yeah, implementing new products.
But
like
you're also spending the money to do the research to make the thing, unless they're going off a pre-existing model. Like that's also effort and time into like.
Yeah, I mean, R&D for this stuff is probably expensive, and then I'm sure you make most of your money on like refilling whatever the flavors are.
Oh, for sure.
I just wonder if it is like the freestyle machines where you get like the basic like mayo, ketchup, mustard, and then there's like additional flavors. Like if you want to add some kind of hot spiciness, like
sure
a
exactly
fruitiness.
Yeah. And then they could do.
I think that's cool.
And then there's like potential for collabs, like they do with the soda, like with special seasonal flavors or like store-specific combinations.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I never really thought deeply about sauces. I mean, I have.
And that's the problem. We have to start thinking deeply about sauces. I think this is like
at least our like classic sauces, I should say.
It's revolutionary.
Obviously, I love hot sauces and trying different hot sauces, but
for sure.
I also think that it's also dependent on like a lot of fast food places because most people like certain sauces from I never had it, but Raising Cane's, Chick-fil-A sauce, and I don't know. There's another sauce somewhere that people the Big Mac sauce. So could be stretching from that too.
Yeah, I mean they'll probably try to make their own version of that, or you can make your own version at those machines.
Yeah, those are pretty simple recipes, I think.
All right, we have a couple more stories to get through before the end of the show.
Chopping at the bit here.
We have a special guest. Get that mintiness out of here. Oh, okay. Brush your teeth, kids.
And adults.
Not too much, though.
And adults.
Not too much.
Who says after you eat snacks, brush your teeth?
Oh.
All right.
Don't forget the floss.
The woman in the. Wait, don't forget to floss?
Yeah, it's just as important, if not more important, than brushing your teeth.
No, it's more important, actually. They say if you can't brush your teeth for whatever reason, it's good to just floss.
Yeah, floss.
But if you have access to
if you're going to do anything, floss.
Right. If you're going to do anything that you can do in life, floss.
Just floss.
Just floss.
Just floss. All right. We go through food trends all the time. We're going to go through the top trends of 2024 since we're in October. The year's winding down. And the number one food trend, I mean, I guess I missed the boat on this, for 2024 was tamarind.
Shit.
It's a sweet and sour flavored fruit that originated in Madagascar.
Yeah,
my girlfriend
it's good
would love
stuff. I
that.
think this list is for like, like restaurant trends and things like that. So
Cooking,
maybe that's
yeah.
stuff we would have seen necessarily, but I guess this is like what's dominating food spaces and like how they're thinking about presenting things. Tamarind's pretty good.
This
Just I have a small
This is
note
great.
on it.
This is stuff I want to know. This is stuff I want to know about.
For sure.
And maybe our audience does too. Here's some things that they make with it: grilled tamarind chicken, pineapple and tamarind mocktail. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Tamarind chili jam.
The possibilities are endless.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Let us know if you're a tamarind fan in the comments.
That Doritos
mushrooms dominate as a meat alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the most protein packed, quote unquote, veggie.
There's a huge mushroom movement in the last couple of years, and I dig it.
I'm happy to say it. Mushrooms are so versatile. We need to get into more specific mushrooms, I think, as a food culture in America and beyond.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to push us towards bugs, but I think we need to be going toward fungus.
Yeah.
Bugs are cheaper, so I understand that, and I could see where that's gonna be a little harder of a sell for most people.
Well, yeah, bugs are going to be known as creepy crawlies.
Like flowers is.
I just don't. I think the bug thing is like, I don't know. That's like lazy. I think mushrooms are the way to go.
Yeah, for now, yeah. I think mushrooms are probably the safer bet.
You know what's good? I'm gonna get on my soapbox a little bit. What's gonna happen is they're just gonna have all the poor people eat bugs, and all the rich people are gonna eat like all the actual like poultry and
it's going that way anyway with the fake nonsense. But yeah, that's
I know,
fair.
but that's why I'm like, the thing that's probably a little bit better for everybody is the mushrooms and the fungi.
I want to fry up a cicada,
not
damn
the
it.
bugs.
But okay, that's I see your point.
I mean, if you want, but I just don't like the precedent. I don't like the precedent.
No,
of eating bugs.
It's an interesting slope for now. If they could somehow make it on par with everything else, but that's going to be a steep hill to climb for the time being.
Yeah, I think all the Beyond Meat stuff is just an interim solution until we figure out something like more getting mushrooms.
It's so weird.
Probably filling them with more protein and stuff like that.
Yeah, just breed mushrooms. Start figuring it out.
I mean, I'm inclined. I've definitely gone to restaurants and gotten the mushroom burger. Like,
yeah,
and I don't feel like eating red meat and putting my body
through
that. Maybe that sounds.
Is you can't have an expectation that it's going to be comparable in any way. It's a different experience, whether or not you want like a burger. Like, it's just a different experience.
I mean, you put some caramelized onions on it.
Yeah,
maybe some Swiss. You put like a BBQ sauce or something.
Right. It's not going to mimic meat, but it has. It's a similar.
It's also a way that you can kind of incorporate a lot more protein. Because I remember one time I wanted to make a mushroom burger, but as opposed to mushroom being the patty, it was going to be the bun.
People do that too.
That's good too.
I've also seen people are doing
deviled egg pressure on your heart.
Like sliders, they make a burger and then like use a deviled egg.
Oh yes, yes, I've seen that. I like this. The innovation is not happening at these big companies. It is happening in the homes of the American people. The innovation, the food innovations are really happening.
And all of
play with your food, test stuff out.
All of these, like, I can't name anybody. Unfortunately,
I'm seeing something for number 8 that I think is going to annoy you, Joey.
What are you crying about now? We're reading a list.
All right, don't jump ahead. We're going.
No.
Old favorites are
when we get there.
Old favorites are new again.
3.
Monin gourmet flavorings name. Wait, what the hell is this? I don't know what this is. Oh, hash browns are back in style. I love some hash browns.
Never went out of style. Hash browns are great.
Yeah. They're consistent. They're always consistent, no matter where you get them. Pretty much, you can rely on a fried potato.
Potato superiority.
I guess donuts too.
This isn't anything we don't know. I guess that's the point.
Construct a donut desert tower. This is a recommendation to make it more fun. Put a new spin on meatloaf. Whip up some deviled eggs.
So yeah,
So
I
it's
was
like,
just saying about
you know what it is? It's stuff that's still affordable and stuff you could easily make at home.
these are things
That's
people
why
have
they're
like
new
forgotten
again.
about. This is like classic
Yeah.
like 1950s dinner party.
At the beginning of the year, I was all about figuring out how to make my own hash browns at home. I don't know where that came from, but I was like, I'm making my, and now I see that
Oh
this
yeah,
is a popular thing.
we're
Like I
ahead of
was
the
all
curve.
about making homemade like diner style hash browns at home.
Absolutely,
I'm sure it'd be a
you
lot
got
healthier
you got a
too.
cheese grater. You got some good hash browns. It's fine.
That's what I was using.
Hell yeah.
Actually, yeah. All right. So floral flavors bloom in popularity. I love me some floral flavors.
Yeah, hit me with a lavender cocktail or a lavender cookie.
Chamomile,
Yeah,
peach
rose
blossom,
water. Sure.
honeysuckle.
That's honeysuckle is so underutilized. It's unreal.
I'll still never forget, and it haunts me to this day. That time I had that Stoli, what was it? White pomegranate vodka with
We talk
Sprite,
about
and it was
that.
the best thing.
We talk about that.
It was the
so
best
much.
thing I've ever had.
Man, that was
I
years
know because
ago.
it
Joey still thinks
tasted
about it.
I still think about it because it was so good and it tasted like just like a flower,
Is that
like
a real
blooming
thing?
in
Is
your
a white
mouth.
pomegranate?
The
Is that a real
Stoli,
fruit?
yeah, it's a real thing.
I don't
No,
the flavor.
Is
I
the
mean,
fruit like what makes it white?
I
Know.
don't know. That's a good question.
That's fine.
But I remember like it had this kind of effect to it, like this big floral boom. It was like very chilled. Like the Sprite was very. I need to recapture that feeling. I've been chasing that rush ever since. It was so good.
Oh wow, a white pomegranate is a real thing. They should bring that back.
Look at that. They
Floral
should.
and fragrant. Cucumber's big now too. I wouldn't consider that floral as much.
Number 5, sandwiches with international flair take hold. What do you call this, Carlos?
Oh, it's a croissant.
That's
Okay,
not even.
thank you.
You're not even trying. But okay.
Thank you. For instance, choose a black truffle grilled cheese with onion marmalade.
What just happened?
He had a stroke.
That's my French.
Oh, all
My
right.
French chef.
You're all right.
The Argentine chopping is hot as a birria, perfect for dipping the. That's not French anymore.
No,
it's like Middle Eastern, maybe.
Oh, wait.
So sandwiches are on the rise. All right.
Well, international sandwiches, and they're attributing this to the Olympics from this year.
That's an interesting.
So using a croissant instead of regular bread, basically.
I guess. So. Give me a banh mi.
And again, this is more. I think, Olympics kind of influence. The culinary world looks to Europe. This one, I don't know if. I feel like this is always, at least where we live.
Yeah, we're kind of inundated
kind of
with a lot
always
of
a
culture,
presence.
so it's hard to parse like what people are like really engaged with.
And we're all European descent, so
yeah. So we
eat
touches of everything.
this kind of stuff regularly. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna skip that one then. Alternative milk items catch consumers' eyes.
Yeah.
I definitely drank way more almond milk this year than I ever have. I had a lot of almond milk this year.
That's pretty much all I drink at this point.
Oat milk is pretty good.
Cashew milk's good too. Not really a big fan of coconut, but
coconut's
I wonder, like, so far a lot of us have been on the same page along with this. I wonder what that is. Is it just more education? Is it better marketing? Is it just the way things have been moving generally in like the last decade that we're just like, okay, this is a good solution?
On top of the,
we're just like,
since we're talking about the milk stuff, so it's really based just on health-wise. Like, milk's not terrible for you, but calorically wise, milk is higher than like almond milk or any of that stuff. So even if you go for like a sweetened almond milk, it's like 60 calories per cup, whereas like milk's like over 100 something. And not to mention,
for the record,
sugar count, fat count, and all that
milk
stuff.
Like
say that again, Anthony.
Milk is just wonderful in general, but like people are like shying away from milk because really you're not supposed to technically drink milk because we don't need it after growth. which is a bunch of nonsense. And then, like,
I really only ever use milk, like, in my coffee. I don't really use it for anything else.
you don't just drink a nice milk every once in a while?
I haven't done that in a long time. I used to get like in the summer, I would get like an ice cold glass of milk, and that was like the best thing.
It's good stuff.
The last time I had milk,
Maybe not
like
that Luke's the Star Wars blue milk stuff.
Oh, that was.
Oh yeah, I drank.
I remember that. That seems like just yesterday.
That was in May.
The only thing that I'd be concerned with this new alternative milk situation is like the use of water and the production of, because almonds take a lot to grow and things like that. So I wonder how that's affecting like the overall landscape.
I mean, I saw someone, effectively use, make your own almond milk. The first round of water they used as like plant nutrients, and then like the leftover almond, you actually make it into like a nice little snack, because you don't want to just waste any of the stuff.
Oh no, yeah, that's wonderful. I just mean the use to grow the trees. Trees? Is it almond trees?
Almond plants, I guess.
Branches or whatever, those little
just random branches
plant,
hanging nuts. That's good.
I mean, I think probably ultimately it's a net positive versus like the cattle farms or
that's true.
The dairies.
That's also very
like
greenhouse gas.
They're using that land for
product.
Yeah, it's a lot of trade-offs. It's a lot of trade-offs. You might gain a little bit here, but ultimately net positive, I think.
That's fantastic.
All right, I think this is the one, Carlos. Yeah, I agree. Hemp milk is also good. I like hemp milk. This is the one that Carlos was alluding to. Charcuterie makes way for secuterie.
Yeah,
so this is new to me.
Joey and Anthony love their charcuterie, and anytime I bring up anything that's the opposite or a different spin on it, they used to get like, no, absolutely not. Even though charcuterie is just a bunch of meats.
I'll take smoked salmon.
Salmon's a meat
any day.
Yeah, you could smoke a trout. You could dry out some. They do salmon jerky now. They can do. They have octopus here in the picture. Shrimp is pretty good.
I know, this all looks good.
It's just
I want to eat all of this.
Yeah, I'd be down for that immediately. I feel like the entry point for that is maybe a little difficult, despite the tin fish revolution of recent.
Yeah, this might be a lot more expensive than regular charcuterie.
It's probably pricier.
That's true. And not everybody's on board with the fish angle, because, I guess that's kind of a... it's about...
Also, if you're pulling this out at a party, it's just going to smell like fish.
I mean, if you do it correctly, it's fine. But having, like, a raw bar and things like that, like, I don't know that, like... Is that charcuterie anymore? If you're just passing out oysters and clams?
I don't know if there's no... I don't know.
It seems like we're just, like, towing the line.
It seems like something else.
Things. I like the effort, though, for sure.
No, it's cool. I mean, if I ever went to somebody's house and they had a bunch of smoked salmon and stuff like that, I'd be down.
But for the love of God, don't call it seacuterie.
Yeah,
call it something else. Rebrand.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It just feels
but I think the reason why is it's to make something, recognizable so that other people would get more into it. Because,
we already have our own seacuterie. He's sitting right there.
I like that.
Can we float later? I thought we were saving it for later.
All right, yeah.
All right, consumers crave spicy baking. All right, yeah, we gotta. We're already almost an hour. We're still. All right,
so spicy.
People like spicy bread, mango habanero bread, maple jalapeno bread. Spicy bread is on the rise. And then understanding what's in your dishes is on the rise.
We've talked about that all throughout this podcast.
Knowing what you're eating is on the rise. So yeah, that's kind of the theme of the podcast. Just like be aware.
You would think that would be on the that would be a consistent, but I guess we're getting more conscious now as a culture. I
think so. The internet is a thing that we start doing our research and also misinformation, but we're learning.
All right, let's jump to the next one. This is one that Carlos brought up. We'll do this story. These are the most unhealthy fast food burgers. I think we're just going to talk about the chart. What do you guys make of this?
A few of these.
I want to know, like, I know it's based off of, like, the macros
Calorie
and
saturated fat.
micronutrients, but here's the thing. They're not all the same size. You can't, like, I'm looking at Five Guys, which, their regular cheeseburger's a double patty. So you're already looking at more calories that way as opposed to the classic smash from Smash Burger, which is a single patty, and it's generally thinner.
Right, or a single
And then,
Shake Shack. And
what's the other one? The single cheeseburger?
A single. I feel like the double from Shake Shack would absolutely be the highest.
But, like, someone
argues
argues that, Shake Shack, not Shake Shack, actually Shake Shack and Five Guys tend to be more quote unquote real.
They use the same company for their meat.
I'm not surprised. But like
it's still real.
It boils down to, if you want to live the best, healthiest lifestyle and you want to lose weight, it's take in less calories, burn more calories. Yep. And also, enjoy things. Just because Five Guys is supposedly the most unhealthiest fast food burger doesn't mean I'm not going to go and get it. It's still a burger. Please enjoy yourself.
Don't put the cheese on it. Don't put the cheese on it. You're already in better. Get veggies. Don't put the cheese.
Get the single or the junior cheeseburger or hamburger that they have, and put more vegetables on it. They have a whole variety of toppings. You got lettuce, pickles, onions.
They do onion. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, I was jalapeno shamed at Five Guys.
What? What the hell's shaming?
I was jalapeno shamed. That one time, I ordered jalapenos on my Five Guys burger. I saw the guy making in the back. The manager came out, was like, why are you putting so many jalapenos on it? And then he pointed to me, and then the lady went, no. And they took jalapenos off.
I would have been like, no, mind your business. Let me have spicy.
I don't want to say it's because they thought I couldn't handle it.
Are they
that's how I felt. That's how
do we need to dig into this? Do we need to dig into this?
This was a couple of years ago, but I still feel violated.
That's rude.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But in short, if you guys want to have your occasional fast food place, just have it. There's ways to modify it. Honestly, the most unhealthiest part about these fast food burger places ain't really the burger themselves. It's really just the fries that are accompanying it.
Feelings that go with
and the full sugar sodas. If you want to lower it, maybe cut out the fries or get the smallest size. I know for Five Guys, you get a freaking truckload of fries if you even order the regular, that you can literally feed 4 or 5 people in one sitting.
Yep.
And then, yeah, sure, check out the cheese if you don't want to feel like having the extra calories. Cheese is not terrible for you, but, lower the calories. Maybe do a single or double, or use alternative meats. Chicken is also a good one. It's a lower calorie and higher protein.
Pretty sure a slice of cheese is 150 calories.
It depends on what kind of cheese you get. It could be between
90.
60 to 150, depending on what cheese, and also how big.
I don't think they're using the healthier one.
Yeah, I mean, there's too many factors. Once again, it goes back to the same article we just read. Know what's inside these things, and you can do it. And if you can make it at home, you can definitely make everything a lot easier. But I digress. It's just interesting that these are around here, and supposedly the only fast food chains that I really see, the fast food chains, are Wendy's and Carl's Jr.'s. Everything else seems to be more
a little bit
slower paced cooking, but also still a fast food place nonetheless.
Yeah, Shake Shack, Five Guys, Whataburger, Smash Burger,
there's a level above
step up
somehow.
Yeah.
It's just quality of ingredient, I think.
Oh, for sure.
I'm actually surprised that McDonald's is not on here, because that was always known to be one of the most unhealthiest food places.
I think it's not on there because of shrinkflation, and they don't give you shit on those burgers anymore.
Yeah.
All right, let's go through this one real quick, and then we'll get to our final segment because we're running down the clock. Here's America's worst food chains. Taco John,
I saw this too, and then I wasn't familiar, so I didn't present it to y'all.
McDonald's is down there. Bobby's Burgers by Bobby Flay. I think I've been there.
I've
been to one of them. I think there was one
they
in
were pretty good
Paramus.
for a while, but I
Or-
think it got Willowbrook. Maybe it's not.
That's where it
Willowbrook.
was.
Yeah,
Maybe it is Willowbrook. I
They
think
were
I've been to that
okay.
one.
I don't remember hating it. but
Wahlburgers at Hy-Vee. I don't know what that is. I've had Wahlburgers. I like Wahlburgers.
yeah, they're not bad.
Popeyes.
Popeyes is also very good. I don't understand this list. Maybe it's me.
I think it's just
I
the
also
customer
don't know
service
enough to
approach. I don't know, but I found it funny that in this one right here that you're pointing at, there's 2 different McDonald's on here. I actually wasn't aware that McDonald's was owned by different franchisees, but apparently they are. It's just like how ShopRite here in Jersey has like multiple different privately owned families.
Yeah, this might be a different. Taco John's, McDonald's, Bobby's Burgers, Wahlburgers, Popeyes, Sonic, Buffalo Wings, Wild Wings
Sonic.
Go. That one is not surprised.
Sonic isn't surprising either.
South
to be
Philly
honest with you.
cheesesteak and fries. Yeah, Sonic, not surprising. Wetzel's Pretzels
Good
and
lord.
the Bucefaro family McDonald's.
Yeah, so
It's like it's a couple factors. Top 5, Chick-fil-A, Five
are we not
Guys, Jersey
surprised?
Mike's.
They're the ones that are paid to be pleasant to their customers.
Well,
Do they?
this one, but this one is shocking. Waffle House.
Waffle House, known to be the Fight Club
Gotta love
of
Waffle House.
fast food places.
To be
Gotta
fair,
love-
my personal experience, the people have always been pretty nice.
I've also never
even if
been
the
to
food
Waffle
is
House. I want to
not
get
bad,
it. I want to
but
go to one.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's fine.
You'll never get a better
It's
waffle.
fine. It's
Shut up.
I make better waffles. Starbucks is also on here, I guess.
I don't understand that.
Chains
but
of a
fine.
medium-sized glisten.
Yeah.
In
What
and
does
out.
that mean?
Dave's Hot Chicken. I guess they're not as big as like
Oh,
these other
fair.
ones.
In-N-Out?
is still
Is it-
relatively small.
Well, In-N-Out's
Really?
only in 2
I
It's
guess
states.
still
it's
relatively
West
small
Coast
compared to
exclusive.
they're Texas and California.
Mhm.
I think maybe some other
They
places now.
might
but
be
that's-
going to
Yeah,
Nevada.
most
Rita's,
That's- But Rita's
Skyline Chili. I've never heard of that.
that's
Chicken salad.
Cincinnati's own. Put it on some spaghetti. You're getting in there. It's good stuff.
Ooh, I love me some spaghetti.
You would.
All right. All right. Now we'll move to our final segment, and
Everybody's
it'll
so
be
excited.
a speed
Everybody's
round.
ready
We're
to
gonna
disagree.
go through our favorite Halloween candies. So here we go. We're gonna rank them. Let us know what your rankings are in the comments. Share it on social media. Do all that thing.
Even though
So,
ours is the
Here
definitive
we go.
vote.
This is our Halloween candy ranking segment, where we're cutting the mustard from the right best favorite candy. Red peppermint patty. Homemade pie. All right. So let's go with Hershey's Cookies and Cream.
See, I would point it
Where are we
either
putting that?
A or an S tier because that's a really solid candy bar.
White chocolate. I think I might have
Yeah.
to fight you on that.
I'll probably go
I like
B
it.
with that.
I would give it a B.
Ah.
There's room for better. I think white chocolate.
Yeah, we'll
funny.
have to do a vote, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
I'm willing to bring it down to an A tier, and that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, we both said B, so
we're gonna have to.
we're going. Wait, what? Why is it not letting me click?
Oh no. Do you have to click the color
Oh, no,
corresponding on the left there? On the right? I don't know. My right from my left. That's good.
I thought this was just a click and drag thing.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
I see. I see. All right. Now we have Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I think that's an S.
I think it's
That's gotta be
overrated.
it.
I would give it an A, but I think they're overrated.
What did you say, Ann?
I think it kind of dominates the market for sure as like the top, but like there's a reason for that. I think.
No, this
I
is
would
just
say it's
this is just
probably-
our opinions.
Oh no, for sure. Yeah, it's got to be an S. There's no better.
All right. So 2 for S. All right, Kit Kats.
A tier. It's
Yeah, I would
it's
say
a
A.
solid one for me.
Yeah, it almost touches Reese's, but A is pretty good. It's consistent and simple is wonderful.
100 grand.
B. I don't think it's as good as Hershey, but I think it's a solid candy. I just don't.
I would probably go Last Gone.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
Meaning
love
what?
100
What
grand.
does Last Gone mean?
Like
It.
I'll eat it, but I'm
You'll
not
eat the
going
last,
for it right away.
like Last Gone. Yeah,
okay,
I would say
guess.
that's fair.
Yeah.
It's got some consistency.
Okay.
It's like chewy.
I won't be
It's got the
opposed.
crunch. Yeah, I would say it's Last Gone.
Reese's Pieces.
I like Reese's Pieces
I want to say
more,
that's an A.
so I would put that up in the top tier.
I would give it a B.
Oh, so we're split.
Are we splitting the
So wait,
difference?
what do we all think?
I said A.
Oh,
Then,
A? Oh, I
if
can agree with A. They're good.
Let's go with A.
Yeah,
All
they're
right.
good, but they're not as good. I like
Trash.
the convenience. Absolutely
Sweet
trash.
Tarts, if you asked me like 20 years ago, I probably would have said like A, but
No.
now, yeah, we're
No,
doing
there's
trash.
there's better sours.
Oh, our
candy.
name B.
Three Musketeers.
B tier. I
Yeah,
like it. I don't think it's the greatest, but it's B tier for me.
I wish they kept the flavors they had previous. Yeah, definitely a B. If they expanded a little bit,
B.
but
Okay.
there's not much going on there.
I don't love them, but I'll eat them.
Yeah.
Pixie Sticks.
I used to like those, but that's just straight up sugar. Straight to the trash for me now.
Yeah. 20 years ago, I would have put these higher.
Shit. I used to.
Yeah, they're
a
kind
joke
of
we used to
difficult
snort
to
those
eat.
things.
It's a weird one.
We're throwing that in the trash?
I think so.
All right. Airheads. All right, I love Airheads,
Ooh.
but maybe that's an A for me.
I would say a B for me, depending on the flavor.
I would give it a B too, honestly, depending on the
Okay.
flavor. It's a good consistency, but there's a lot of hell yeah.
Bit
See,
of
that's
what's
honey.
that?
Damn, I haven't had one. I
Trash.
haven't had
It's
one
like-
of these in a while.
they're like really hard to chew and wonderful. I would give them an A, but I can see why people would disagree with that.
I'd probably put them in trash or Last Gone.
Let's go with
God
last time.
damn.
I'm not going for that right away.
I would give you a Last
Yeah, all right,
Gone.
we'll do
that's
Last.
fair. I do
All
like
right.
them.
Crunch.
I like crunch.
I'm going S on Crunch.
Yeah, Crunch is
That
an
was like
S
my
for sure.
go-to candy.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Oh, Necco wafer.
I don't know who's handing out Necco wafers. That's kind of crazy. I would give it a
That's
I don't
garbage.
know. Yeah, that's
Great.
its time has come and gone.
Garbage. All right,
Hey,
this is
at
an
least-
immediate
at least
S for me.
It's at least an A
Absolutely
tier
an
for
S.
me.
Sour Patch.
I'm
yeah.
okay with F tier.
What did you wait? Yeah,
What did you say, Carlos?
nerds.
I said at least an A tier.
Yeah, that's fair. Nerds.
B.
I like the clusters better. I would say a B. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Oh.
B. Good and plenty.
Gone. Trash.
Y'all like licorice?
I'll put it in Last Gone, maybe.
I would say
Oh,
Last Gone. I appreciate a licorice. There's better applications though.
Okay, we'll do Last Gone. Twizzlers.
B.
I would say B. Yeah.
Yeah. Dots. I used to like them, but I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
that-
I'd probably put them in Last Gone
Yeah. Same.
these days.
It's an interesting chew for sure.
M&M's. That's S tier for me.
Yeah,
They're pretty
absolutely S tier.
classic. Yeah. That's hard to beat.
Is that just gum? I'll put that in A.
The concept of gum,
that gum?
A? If somebody gives me gum on Halloween, I'm afraid of them. That's
It
weird.
depends on the gum. I would say B.
Actually, I remember Double Bubble being like a big Halloween candy back in the. Yeah, I guess that's fair.
We're doing B.
Yeah. It really depends on the
Yeah,
gum.
it makes me hesitant.
Ooh.
Andy,
I
that's
like
that's
This is
low
mint
straight.
effort.
chocolate.
This is
They're
straight in the
good.
trash for me.
They're really good, but that's a low effort. I would say, yeah, Last Gone or straight to the trash.
Last Gone.
Because you're just giving
All right,
those
we'll
out
do
because you
Last
have them
Gone
from last
because
Christmas.
Carlos gave it.
Sure.
Carlos likes
I
it.
like
Oh,
fine.
runts. I'd say Last Gone for these.
Yeah, they have their place. The bananas are pretty good. Other than that, I don't really.
What do you think, Carlos?
I never really had them, so I can't really say. So I'll just go
We'll
whatever
do
you
kind
guys
of like
last
think.
on
a
then.
chalky fruit thing. No.
Davitt, Davitt.
That really
That's
depends
also
on
last
flavor.
gone.
So I would go with last gone.
Yeah, they've messed with their formulas over the years. They really screwed up. What
Werther's.
is going
I
on?
probably would put that in a B. I probably
I
would
would
put
put
that
them
in a
in
B. I
B.
like
They're,
Werther's.
they're I have
The
those.
hard
They're
one?
pretty solid. I mean, I'm not gonna go for them first.
I guess B is
I would
fair.
eat them though. Like I would eat them before these other ones. All right, B.
Yeah, for sure. It's a caramel.
These are good.
All
What
These
is
strawberry
happening?
ones.
I would
Did
put
you
them in
get
B.
these on Halloween ever?
They're good, but
Huh?
Have you gotten these on
B,
Halloween?
yeah.
I don't think I've ever gotten like.
no.
Yes.
Maybe.
Kisses, A tier or S tier.
I would
or
say
A.
S tier. They're you can't just have one.
I love kisses.
Yeah, you love kisses. They're pretty good. I would say, yeah, A or S.
All right. Let's do S.
'Cause they're
Hershey's,
easy.
classic Hershey's. Is that an easy S or A?
I don't know, guys.
I would say A at least. At the very
Hershey's
least.
is a funny quality chocolate. I would give it a B, but I could agree with an A, I guess, because
Let's do
it's
A.
standard.
How many do we have left? All right, we have a couple.
Oh
left.
yeah,
Mike
we
and
got
Ike,
to
I
run
would
this.
give
I
that a
gotta
B.
get going.
I would give that a B.
Yeah, that's
B?
fair.
Yeah.
It's a little different for you.
All right, yeah. Let's Snickers. I'm saying S.
I'd say A.
Sure.
They're slightly overrated, but I'd say A.
I would give it an A.
All right, we'll do A. Almond Joy. That's straight in the trash for me.
I like Mounds
Why
better.
are you like this? They're so good. Oh god, I would give it a B, but yeah, I'll settle for Last Gone.
Let's do Last Gone. Baby Ruth. That's also a Last
Yeah.
Gone for me.
Yeah, I would even say trash it, but they have their place.
Oh, caramel apple pops. That's a B.
I never had
That's a
them.
B.
I can't say.
That's a nice experience for a little bit. I don't know that I'd finish one, but they're
Yeah.
fine.
I'm enjoying that.
Yeah.
Charleston Chew. That's a little. That might be a trash for me.
That's like Last Gone.
I
Last
like-
Gone to trash for me.
Yeah, Last Gone, I would say.
Huh?
Last Gone. They're not
Are we
bad.
doing
If you
trash or
freeze
Last
them-
Gone.
Last Gone.
Yeah, I
All
heard
right.
if you freeze, they're good. Mr. Goodbar,
Ooh.
honestly, I would at least put it in A tier.
That's an A for me. Yeah.
Yeah, A, peanut, chocolate. You can't really go wrong there.
Double Bubble. That's also an A for me.
See? That's what I said. That's the gum I remember. I guess that's... Then why is gum separate? Why did they... That's so weird.
Maybe
Just like mint gum, I guess.
Yeah, but
I
that's...
I'll
Bubble gum
take
is
any gum.
wintergreen. Oh, God. These
Do we wanna do-
people-
I would say
Do you wanna
B
do
only
A or
because they
B
don't
for
last
this?
as long.
I would give
Yeah,
it a
the flavor
B. Yeah.
disappears quickly.
It's more of a chew
we'll
experience.
do B.
because-
Ooh, Swedish
S,
fish. I like
S,
Swedish
S,
fish.
S, absolutely S. I would
S,
fight
okay.
people for
That's-
that one.
I'll give it an S.
Those are
I
good.
like Swedish
I give
fish.
it an S for sure, yeah.
Blow Pop. I think that's an A.
Yeah, solid candy.
Yeah. It gives you a little bit of both worlds.
Yeah. Fireball.
No, I
Nah,
don't want to get. I would
Last
trash
Gone?
it.
I would also trash it,
trashing it?
probably.
All right, trash. Tootsie.
Trash.
Oh, the other Tootsie.
Trash that.
Trash.
Trash that. Those are like low tier
vanilla.
candy.
Vanilla's pretty good, but yeah, there's really not too much on going on there.
Trash. All right, we're
Trash.
trashing it. Fun Dip. Last Gone.
No, that's a trash
Those are
for
sugar.
me.
It's just straight up sugar at that point. It's the same thing as the Pixie Sticks.
Pretty much, but then you have the
All right,
sugar
then
sticky.
we're
cookie
tossing
one.
it. We're tossing it.
Yeah,
We're tossing it. Tootsie Roll Pops. I want to say that's
I
a
like the smaller
B or
ones. The
Last
smaller
Gone.
ones are a good experience. I would give it a B.
Yeah, I'm okay with B.
Carlos. Okay.
Yeah, B.
Fruit Roll. I would say that's an A, but I don't know.
They're fine.
is fine.
I would again. That's a weird one to get on Halloween, but
B?
sure. Yeah, B.
Want to do A or B? B. Gushers. I think that also would be
Yeah,
a B.
it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's
same
fair.
company.
That's a similar thing.
Ooh. I love me some gummy bears. That's an
I'll
S for
give
me.
it an
I would
A.
say A tier for me.
A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were there original hard candies?
B.
Wait,
It's
so
the
what was
same
that
thing as the
one?
other one.
B?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Or
Heath Bar.
Ugh. Last one.
That's garbage for me.
yeah. Well, maybe Last Gone to garbage. Toffee is.
All right. I think we're going. What did you say,
I said
Carlos?
at least last gone or garbage. I don't really care.
All right, we'll do last
Garbage.
gone. Butterfinger.
Freaking nasty ass stuff.
That's a last gone for me.
I
They
don't.
changed
like
over the years, and it's been rough. I would say last gone too. Like I won't not eat it, but
Hot tamales.
trash.
that's a trash.
I'd trash those. Yeah. Lemon heads. I'd probably put last
Yeah.
gone.
I would give them a B or last gone. Yeah, they're not bad. They have their place.
All right.
The chewy ones
Tootsie
are pretty
rolls.
trash.
That's a B.
Yeah,
Trash?
Yeah, I don't like Tootsie Rolls.
yeah,
Oh,
they're not
All right.
great.
Jolly Ranchers.
At least B tier or A tier.
I
I'll
would
put it
give
in
it
a
a
B.
B. They're hovering above last gone for me, depending on flavor.
Junior mints. That's garbage for me.
But junior mints are so good. I would give it a last gone.
What do you guys think, Carlos?
Andes are better, so like I don't care. Could be either last gone or trash.
We'll do last gone.
A,
Rig Pops.
A, at least A
Trash.
tier. Those are good.
Absolutely trash.
And I would probably put last gone, so we want to give it like a B.
That's fine.
I would give it a B. Yeah,
We're all over the place here. Payday? Ugh.
That's
Too
a
much
rough one,
peanut
too.
for
That's
me.
That's maybe what I was thinking when I was thinking.
That's a last gone.
I would, yeah.
That's a last gone.
It's too
Last
much.
gone. Yeah.
How much do we have more left?
Is that it? Oh, we have a couple more.
Not much.
Toblerone. Let's do rapid fire. I'm
B?
saying trash.
I'll give it a B. All
All
right.
right, we'll do B. M&M's, peanut M&M's. That's
M&M's
S for
are
me.
That's an S or an A for sure.
All right. I'll do S. Mama Bar, which I haven't had, I don't think.
Never had.
Oh, they're like
So
those are like
skip?
the fruit chews. They're okay. They're kind of hard. I would give
Have
it a
you
B.
had them?
Yeah. You don't
All
remember
right, we'll
the
do
mad
B.
cow chaos of whatever?
Buds.
They
I
had
don't
like
put that in
roasted
the trash.
Not my favorite.
Milk duds. Milk duds want to be
Not my
better.
favorite.
I would give it a last gone.
Yeah, all right. I'll do last gone. Milky Way, I'll give that a B.
I give it a B.
That's fair. It has its place in the pantheon.
Now and Later's, that's a last gone for
Yeah,
me.
last gone.
That's gonna be a
It's a cheap candy,
That's
but
what-
it's not.
those
the
are
best
kinda
candy.
Those are kind of what Mamba is
Apple.
like.
Trash. It's candy.
Yeah, that makes me a little nervous, to be honest with you. I understand the health factor, but don't be giving me loose fruit.
Trash. Raisinets.
Trash.
I'd give that a last gone. I like Raisinets.
I like a raisinette. I would give it a B. Last gone is fair.
All right, we'll do last gone. Toothbrush.
Trash. We don't
No,
need toothbrushes.
Absolutely.
We
Good
we
to
have
have
our
one.
own.
Absolutely. Like I wouldn't throw it away, but trash.
Skittles is S.
That's fine.
Skittles
For
has to
me.
be in it. Yeah.
Smarties?
Eh,
That's
trash or last gone for me.
Last?
Yeah.
Too chalky.
It
What'd you
doesn't
say,
offer
Ant?
much. It's like a slightly better Necco.
Last
I would
gone?
give it trash, but last gone is fair.
Okay, we could do trash. Starburst, I'd give a B.
B or A
Yeah,
for
they're-
me. Depends on the flavor.
Pretty solid.
All
Strawberry.
right, I'll do B. Sugar Daddy, I don't know if I've had one of
It's
these.
just caramel, I
That's
believe.
like a really big bit of honey. It's like just hard to chew. The sugar babies are better. I would give that a last. I don't know. It's hard
Trash.
to eat. It's really not worth it. Yeah.
I can't.
Sugar
judge.
babies are
You want to
better.
skip this one?
That's fair.
Yeah.
I would trash it though. But
Skip.
yeah, we could skip it.
Candy corn.
I like
Garbage.
candy corn, but I
Absolutely.
get it if you guys want to straight trash it.
You could do last gone. I'll eat it if it's there. But
We'll do
it's not
last
worth
con.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's like a
Twix,
definitive
S, B.
Halloween
Best,
friend.
absolutely
That's
best
a big
candy
S.
bar. I don't give a shit what anyone says.
Alright.
It's the best one.
Really?
All right. I think everybody gets like an immediate, like they could
Okay.
have one immediate yes.
That's fair.
Oh, that's Carlos's.
I
Mine
could-
was
I could
mine
agree
was
with that.
Sour Patch.
Huh.
Warheads.
No.
I think that's an A.
I would say A.
An A? Yeah, I guess.
Do you even
I
still
love
have
Warheads.
warheads? Because like I haven't seen those in a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, Whoppers. I used to love Whoppers.
I actually don't like
Oh,
Whoppers.
But
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
say that's a B.
I would give it a B. It's classic
I'm
standard.
okay with a B.
B?
I would, for me, it would either be trash or last gone. York,
We're
I
very
like.
middle in the road.
I
York
think
is
it's the
pretty
best of the
good. It
mint
also
chocolates.
For sure. It's got a
York
good
I'm
ratio.
throwing in the garbage. I just don't like mint chocolate.
I like it. I
So B?
would put it as a B.
I would give it an
You're
A,
saying
but
B?
B is fair.
I don't know what the hell this is.
No.
That's like nougat
Zero
chocolate.
bar?
We have them, but we don't have them frequently enough for it to make sense. You could skip it, I think. They're okay.
Skip, yeah. Oh, that was it.
Oh,
that was the
just
last
trash
one.
both of them.
Oh. Oh, wow.
All right, let's look at
It's-
the full thing.
It's
I'm
interesting.
going to save this and I'm going to post to social media.
It's interesting that S and A tier are very chocolate heavy. I wonder if that's because there are more chocolate options or because we prefer the chocolate.
Chocolate gives you that
types.
oxytocin level. All right. I
Yeah,
do
but
got to get
sugar-
going, though,
sugar-
so I'm going to have to sign off a little earlier. So, to
my
everybody,
God.
you
Alright.
all have a good one. If we're not back on for Halloween, have a happy one Halloween, and we'll see you next. Well, I'll see you guys next episode.
This guy.
I see.
All right, bye, guys.
I see. I see?
I see, by see.
Wow. He really
All
just
right.
left.
Now the lunatics are running the asylum.
Now it's over. Oh, wow. What an episode. What an absolute...
We covered a lot here today.
We really did.
Thank you guys for watching or listening to
Yeah.
Cutting the Mustard. We're still
Yeah.
growing.
We're
We're
holding
still
out,
trying to build.
sticking to
Follow
it.
us on social media, Cutting the Mustard Pod on most social media. I think the only one we're not on is Twitter or X.
Right.
But we're on
And tell
all the
us-
other ones. You can find us there.
Drop us some suggestions on
Well-
things you might want to see. I know we cover a lot of things and we post a lot of nonsense, but if there's anything, anything we're missing, give us a hint.
Yeah. Drop us a
Do we
beat.
need-
Until next time. Wait, what was that?
I don't know. Do we have an email? Did we do that?
I want to say it's cuttingthemustardpod@gmail.com, but I don't know. I'll have to get back to that.
Well, we have Instagram, things like that. You can contact us there with some information.
Yeah, DM us.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to close it out. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening again.
It's been
We are
real.
Cutting the Mustard. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
We're trying snacks, that's a
Bye.
fact. One bite, one sip, and that's enough. Welcome to Cutting the Mustard.
Actually, it's the Halloween episode.
And that concludes this episode of Cutting the Mustard. To all my ghouls and gals out there, we hope you have a frightening Halloween Eve, and we'll see you sometime soon. Don't get your...
I lost it. All right, guys. See you later.